Mae wedi bod yn amser anodd I bawb yn ddiweddar. Ond mae ymateb y sector bwyd a ffermio wedi bod yn galonogol. Mae pobl wedi dod at ei gilydd I sicrhau bod gan bawb ddigon I fita. Ond beth yw'r gwersi ar gyfer dyfodol? Da ni di holi bobl ar draws y sector.
Mae o wedi codi ymwybyddiaeth bobl am meddwl am ei bwyd a meddwl lle mae wedi dod o, be sydd wedi cael ei defnyddio i'w dyfu, sut mae wedi cael ei gadw, faint mor bell mae'n gorfod cael ei gludo. Mae bobl wedi dechrau meddwl mwy am safon. A llysiau. Mae'n bosib tyfu llysiau yma cacw dros Gymru, ond mae bob dim wan yn tueddu bod yn un peth ar bob man. Dydy hwnnw ddim yn iach a mae Covid wedi dangos hynny. Dwi'n meddwl yn bersonol, mae angen fwy o lladdau a prosesydd cigoedd a cynnyrch sef ffrwythau a llysiau, bob dim.
Alicia Miller is an organic vegetable grower near Newquay in Ceredigion. When lockdown started, their box scheme grew from 60 to 180 customers in the space of 2 weeks.
We need to expand horticulture. You know, we have a huge issue with diet-related disease in the country. That's not getting better. We also have to raise a generation of children who like to eat their vegetables. And the fruit's a little easier, but the vegetables can be quite tough. I think that's about a kind of hands-on education that needs to come through schools. The other thing that I think is really so important is having food, and particularly fresh food, fresh vegetables, that people can afford.
Sam Holt, a social entrepreneur in Cardiff, thinks it is vital for the public to have a better understanding of food.
I want to see enough fruit planted in our local communities that throughout summer, autumn and winter we have enough fruit produced that can give an apple a day for every citizen. It's not just about planting fruit trees in the community. What I believe is a healthy strategy for Wales is developing a food culture where people understand where their food's coming from, connecting them with growing and showing them the routes in which they themselves can get into growing food, processing and marketing food as a potential career option.
Yn Sir Benfro, mae Gerald Miles yn ffarmwr Byw sydd wedi arallgyfeirio I dyfu llysiau i'r gymuned leol.
Mae'r ffermwyr ma'n twddu mwy o faint agos maen nhw eisiau wneud bywoliaeth. A na beth sy'n wal bwti I ffordd mae ffarmwyr yn mynd. Mae eisiau ni fynd nôl I bwyd lleol a I fi mae CSA, Community Supported Agriculture, yn ateb I creu bwyd I Gymru. Dyle fod CSA yn bob ardal o Gymru. Bysedd yn clwmu'r ffermydd a'r cymdeithas I gyd dangili. Bysedd yn gwrdd i'r ffarmwr, i'r well-being o ni. A bysedd ni wel ffermwyr yn cael ei trysori da'r cymdeithas.
Judith Gregory works for the school meal service and sees it as a way not only to improve children's health, but also to support Welsh food and farming.
A third of children in Wales living in poverty. When there are financial issues that are preventing those children having a healthy meal in school, that is a really big challenge for us. The other part of all of this is the actual food procurement side. We within Wales, we've got some really good food suppliers and we really do need to support those and work together with them. That now is a really good time to be looking at food across Wales and how we provide it for everybody.
Rhywun arall sy'n gweld potensial mawr mewn bwyd lleol yw Meiryn Roberts, cigydd, cogydd a darlithydd yn Aberystwyth.
Dyn ni wedi gweld dros Covid fod lot fwy o bobl yn dewis fynd i'w siop lleol, yn dewis defnyddio I busnesau y cigydd a'r groser lleol. Mae roed gwerth ar leoliad yn gallu gwneud gwahaniaeth mawr i fusnes. Mae gennym ni PGI sy'n rhoi label ar gynnyrch sy'n deud yn union o le mae'n dod. Enghraifft, cigeidion Cymreig, cigoen Cymreig a Denbighshire Plum. So, dwi'n meddwl dass ni'n gallu ehangu ar y rhaglen yna i roi dynodiad ar fwy o fwydydd yng Nghymru i creu cysylltiad rhwng y lleoliad ac y bwyd sy'n cael ei greu a rhoi fwy o balchder i'r pobl sy'n byw yn y cymunedau yna bod eu bwyd nhw yn rhywbeth unigryw a phwysig.
Anne Parry, miller at Felyn Ganol near Aberystwyth, found her flour was in big demand during lockdown.
Using grain that was grown just 500 yards up the road, we've been able to keep our village shop and lots of other village shops in the area in flour. If we can build up the infrastructure for small producers to cooperate and work together and give the public a chance to really understand how they can be proud of the food that can be produced locally, I think that will be a fantastic outcome.
Mae gynhyrchu bwyd yn holl bwysig wrth gwrs, ond mae'n dibynnu yn llwyr ar ymgylchedd iach.
Helo, Rhys Evans dwi yn gweithio i RSBB Cymru fel swyddog polisi amaethyddiaeth, ond dwi hefyd yn ymwneud â'r fferm deuluol yma yn Rhydyn yn Sir Feirionnydd. A dwi'n meddwl bod hi'n bwysig bod y Llywodraeth yn datblygu polisi amaeth newydd yng Nghymru sydd yn annog, cymhorthu a gwobrwyo ffermwyr am y gwaith maen nhw'n wneud i wella a gwarchod natur a'r amgylchedd. Wedi'r cyfan, amgylchedd iach ydyn o'r prif elfennau sydd yn tanategu cynhyrchu bwyd.
But how are we going to create the change we want to see? In Aberystwyth, a food surplus group is engaging an enthusiastic group of volunteers, and they want to start a food council which could partner with the local authority to drive change.
So when the lockdown was implemented, we had projects from within the Ceredigion County Council worried about food security. And we have seen and felt the shake of a threatened food supply because we had no food either. And simultaneously, we had a surge in demand for volunteering opportunities. And I think a food council could have garnered that energy and connected the dots. And our team has ideas and vision and energy to respond relatively quickly and to respond sustainably as well, looking into the future for longer term solutions rather than just a food bank emergency relief approach.
Finally, Wales has legislation that sets out how community groups, businesses and individuals can work with local and national governments to create a better Wales. Food is central to that.
My name is Jane Davidson, and I just wanted to say that we have a particular opportunity in Wales because of the Wellbeing of Future Generations Act to create a different kind of food system, a food system that supports local communities, that can enhance biodiversity, that can address inequality and proudly celebrate the Wales brand to the world. COVID has highlighted the risk of not having a food system, so now let's take the opportunity to build one fit for our age, for Wales, by Wales.
Mae manifesto Bwydo Cymru a'r gynhadledd gwir, a ffermio yn cefnogi'r mudiad bwyd yng Nghymru. Dewch i ymuno â ni.